Yes, Prabhu, you are now host. You are on air now on YouTube. So,
okay, I see.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I've given you host, so now you play, do whatever you want. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava, Punya Bihari, Jaya Radha Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivara Dhari, 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 Jaya Radha Madhava, Punya Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Radha Madhava, Punya Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivara Dhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivara Dhari, Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Nandana, 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 Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Punya Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Punya Bihari, सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय, गंगा माया 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 माया।
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please
Hare
accept
Krishna.
my humble obeisances. So glorious to you, all glorious to you, Prabhupada, glorious to Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
My dear brother, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
How are you?
Krishna. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. And yourself, Maharaj?
Good, I'm fine.
Okay, good to see you. So if you're ready, I'll put the verse on the screen and then we can start.
You are hosting today?
Yeah, I'm hosting today.
Very good.
Hare Krishna. I need your blessings.
Very well. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay, so I have the verse on the screen.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayam Nama Krishna Naram Cheva Naro Tamam Devim Sarvatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet नास्तप्रयेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भगवतस्य भया भगवति उत्थामस्तोके भक्तिभावति नास्ति. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 52. Yata Yata Pankina Pankamba Surahya Va Surakritam Uta Hatyam Tatai Vaikam Na Yadhya Mastam Hati Yatha, as much as Pankina, by the mud, Panka Amba, water mixed with mud, Suraya, by wine, Ba, either, Surakritam, impurity caused by the slight touch of wine, Bhuta Hatyam, killing of animals, Tata, like that, Eva, certainly, Ekam, one, Na, never, Yagya, by the prescribed sacrifices, Marstrum, to counteract, Arti, is worthwhile. Translation and purport by His One Grace, Abhay Sharavinam Shirabupa Maraki. It is not, as it is not possible to filter muddy water through mud or purify a wine-stained pot with wine, it is not possible to counteract the killing of men by sacrificing animals. As Omeda Jagyas or Gomeda Jagyas, sacrifices in which a horse or a bull is sacrificed were not, of course, for the purpose of killing the animals. Lord Chaitanya did say that, Lord Chaitanya said that such animals sacrificed on the altar of Jagya were rejuvenated and a new life was given to them. It was just to prove the efficacy of the hymn of the Veda. By recitation of the hymns of the Vedas in the proper way, certainly the performer gets relief from the reaction of sins. But in case of such sacrifices improperly done under inexpert management, surely one has to become responsible for animal sacrifice. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, there is no possibility of performing the jagyas perfectly for want of expert brahmanas who are able to conduct such jagyas. Maharaj Yudhishthira, therefore, to performing sacrifices in the age of Kali. In the Kali Yuga, the only sacrifice recommended is the performance of Harinam Jagya, inaugurated by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But one should not indulge in animal killing and counteract it by performing the Harinam Jagya. Those who are devotees of the Lord never kill animal for self-interest, as the Lord ordered Arjuna. They do not refrain from performing the duty of a Kshatriya. The whole purpose, therefore, is served when everything is done for the will of the Lord. This is possible only for the devotees. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the first canto, 8th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Prayers by Queen Kunti and Parikshit, said, Om Janam Chimanadas Jana Jana Sharakaya Chaksho Manitamina Tashmash Goravinamaha E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kantarada Kantanamoste Taptikana Gourangi Radhe Brisavana Suhare Brisavana Sute Devi Pranamame Hare Priye Vanchakalpatanam Jasta Kripasanam Vyahevacha Potitanam Pavinavidyo Vasnavidyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarvasudeve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvasesa Sunyavadi Patsata Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Kuloti Vachalam Pangam Lagate Girim Yat Kripatadam Vande Shri Guru Dinataranam. Hare Krishna, everyone. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 52. As it is not possible to filter the muddy water through mud or purify a wine stand pot with wine, it is not possible to counteract the killing of man by sacrificing animals. Yeah, Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my all messages. Hare Krishna. So
Hare
yes,
Krishna.
the purport is self-explanatory. Yeah, we cannot filter water with muddy water with mud. It's going to make it more dirty even. And you cannot wash or clean a wine stand pot with wine. Yeah, because the point is that the pot smells wine. So you want to remove that smell. And you are washing the pot with wine again. You mean you are exaggerating. So the same way also, it is not possible to counteract animal and the killing of man by animal sacrifice. Already you kill some living being, and to counteract the reaction, you go and kill animals. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says all living entities, they are his son and daughters. Buddha, Krishna says all the Buddhas, all the living beings, they are his children. So by killing men and going and perform animal sacrifice, it's not the best. Yeah. So just mentioned in the purport that Aswamedha Jagyas, Gomedha Jagyas, no? In which a horse or bull is sacrificed, were not, of course, for the purpose of killing animals. Lord Chaitanya said that such animals were sacrificed on the altar of Jagya, were rejuvenated, and a new life was given to them. It was to prove the efficacy of the hymns of the Veda by reciting. From this point, we can say that so many things, so many wrong things are going on in this world now in the name of religion. In the name of religion, so many wrong things are happening. Yeah. So it is clearly mentioned that the animal during the Aswamedha Jagya, or the horse sacrifice, or a bull sacrifice, the animals that were giving a new, a young body, yeah, so that they can continue their life. And it was only to also prove the efficacy of the mantras. Before, not that these days we have to, when we do the harati, before doing a puja, first sacrifice, we need matches. But before, people they used to invoke Agni, some mantras, and Agni, the fire will just appear like that. So this Jagyas, Aswamedha Jagya, it was not for killing and eating the animals. It was only to prove the power of the Brahmanas and the power of the mantras and the power of the hymn. Yeah. So this is not done now. That's why in the Lord Buddha is an incarnation of Krishna. When he came, he rejected the scriptures, the Vedas. Why? He is God himself. Why does he reject the Vedas? The Vedas are good. The Vedas are like a guideline of life in this world. Okay, but when Buddha came, he rejected those Vedas. Why? Because some people, some so-called Brahmanas, they were performing these kind of sacrifices, killing animal only for the sake of filling the belly. So he said, look, these people, they are misusing the Vedas. So by intelligence, Buddha means intelligence. He rejected the Vedas, not because they're not good, and he says there's no God. Then people who were atheists say, yes, this is our guy, this person, at least we can follow him. We have the same philosophy. Yeah. So he rejected the Vedas and said, no, there is no God. He rejected God. There is no God. But actually, if you look at it, is with a strategy. The strategy that Buddha played was that by rejecting the Veda, the people also at the same time they will also stop animal killings because they were killing the animal based on what is written on the Vedas. And you know very well. After some time, Buddha, some Buddhists, they have the form of Buddha that they worship. I have some friends who are Buddhists. They call it the Gonzon. They have the statue of Buddha in the temples. They worship it. So when he came in the beginning, he said, okay, it's not good to kill animals. Don't do this, don't do that. They will say, no. But he rejected the Vedas. And when the Vedas are not good, of course, everything in the Vedas also are not supposed to be good. Yeah. So that was the strategy of Lord Buddha. And now in this age also, we see some religion. They do Quran, Bible, especially Quran, and there are so many animal killings for the pleasure of God. But when you apply this verse, you say actually this animal sacrifice, they were not for the sake of filling the belly. It is please the God. For instance, in the case of the sacrifice of Abraham, Krishna, the God wanted to test the submission of his devotee. Sacrifice me your son. So the devotee could think that, look, who is giving this instruction? Is God himself. Killing my own son is not good. But who is asking me to do that? Is God. So if it is God, then there is a reason. There is a reason. I should not fear. Because God is omnipotent. He gave me the son. He can take the son. He has a reason why he's asking me to kill. That is the philosophy. That in this case, people are not obeying and they just do the sacrifice, killing animal, just fulfilling the stomach. Yeah. So yeah, it's very even more serious that people kill human beings and they want to do jagya. So made a jagya to counteract the reaction. No, it's not possible. Just like in Africa, we not only in Africa, everywhere, there is this tendency to offer animals, chickens, cow, like that. When there's some issue, when there's some problem, people they used to offer animals, to kill animals to offer to God. But there's a problem, and you add more problem by killing animals. First problem you didn't solve, you add to your problem. You see, so it said that the only Jagya to perform in this age is Harinam Jagya. And also it's mentioned in the scriptures that actually we have 5 things that are forbidden in this age. Yeah, 4 things. Number 1 is this thing, Aswamedha Jagya, or the Aswamedha Jagya is forbidden in this age. The offering of cow on sacrifice is also forbidden. It's 2. 3, the acceptance of sannyasa, it is forbidden in this age. 4, the offering of oblation of flesh to the forefathers. And 5, a man begetting children in his brother's wife. Yeah. Why these things they were done before, and now in Kali Yuga they are forbidden. They are, because this reason is here. Because people they don't have the power to bring a new life or to give a young body to the animals, and they don't have the correct performer of the Jagyas. So it is said that if the Jagya is performed correctly, then it is done as sacrifice. But if the hymns and the mantras are not chanted properly, then that person who did the sacrifice will be responsible of killing animal. So offering an ox and sacrifice forbidden, offering a cow in sacrifice forbidden, because no qualified person to do that. Okay, now the third one is acceptance of sannyasa. Yes. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself took sannyas? In the Brahma Vaivata Puran, he said, why Lord Chaitanya has to take sannyas? Yeah, he took sannyas just to dedicate his life to the service of the Lord. Meanwhile, the Mayavadi sannyasis, when they take sannyas, they say, okay, I'm Narayan now. I've become Brahman. I'm Narayan. I'm God myself. And they become professional beggars. They become very lazy. They become even liability in the society. Huh? That's why it is forbidden. But those who take sannyas in this age is for the pleasure of the Lord, to preach this Sanatana Dharma. That's okay. Then it is offering oblation of flesh for the forefathers. The same thing, because the forefathers are already suffering, maybe in hell or some Pitruloka. You need to do something very positive to help them promote, move from the place they are. But offering flesh or animal to them, like putting them in more danger. Then again, begetting children with the brother's wife. I remember there were some instances in the 5th canto. I don't remember exactly. That the one king was not having child, that his brother got child from his wife of his brother. Then that child became the son of that his brother. Yeah, but in this case, people were exaggerating. Kali Yuga, we have crooked mind. Yes, because the Veda says, I can have children with my brother's wife. Then what people will do? they will commit murder. They will kill the brother and take the wife. It's happened even in the Quran. because that rule was there. So people were exaggerating. They were going to meet Prophet Muhammad. That look, my brother left the body, is dead. So I have to take over. Then one time, Prophet Muhammad was angry. He said, look at you, your enemy. When it was time to go to war, you said, no, I'm sick, I'm that, I have this to do, I have to do this to do. But to marry your brother's wife, you are ready, and your enemy is between your legs. Muhammad said, yeah. You see, so we don't need to do those things in Kali Yuga because we don't have the proper, mindset. In the previous ages, Satya, Treta, and Dwapara, yes, people were very, intelligent and very obedient to God. But nowadays, it's not the same. Yeah. So we have to see that animal sacrifice is not good at any time. And this stage of hypocrisy, as mentioned in the prophet, Maharaj Yudhishthira said that the best jagya to perform is the Harinam jagya. Yeah, because the Harinam jagya not only it is the jagya for this age, the Yuga Dharma. Every age has its specific dharma. The Yuga Dharma means this dharma of this Kali Yuga is the Harinam Sankirtan. There's no other way. Yeah. And above that also, being a Brahmana, because they say they don't have qualified Brahmana. But in ISKCON, we are not just Brahmanas. In the Hare Krishna movements, we go beyond, Brahmanical level. It is there mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, text 13. Let me get it. Yes. The tendency of a particular man towards what is determined by the mode material nature which he has acquired. Such symptoms of life, according to different modes of material nature, are described in the 18th chapter of this book. A person in Krishna consciousness, however, is above even the Brahmanas, because a Brahmana by quality is supposed to know about Brahman, the supreme absolute truth. Most of them approach the impersonal Brahman manifestation of Lord Krishna, but only a man who transcends the limits of knowledge of a Brahmana and reaches the knowledge of the supreme personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna becomes a person in Krishna consciousness, or in other words, a Vaishnava. Krishna consciousness includes knowledge in all different plenary expansion of Krishna, namely Rama, Nrsimha, Vara, etc. However, as Krishna is transcendental to this system, the 4 division of society, a person in Krishna consciousness is also transcendental to all division of human society, whether we consider the division of community, nation. So a devotee, a Vaishnava, is above Brahmanical level. And again, even a Vaishnava, a devotee, Vaishnava means the one who worship Vishnu, someone who worship Vishnu. So when you worship Vishnu or Krishna, we only look what Krishna like. Krishna said in the Gita 9:26, no? Patram pufam phalam toyam. If you offer him a leaf, water, a fruit, a flower, with love and devotion, I will accept it. Didn't mention anything like any other item like fish, flesh, or egg. So the prime duty of the Vaishnava is to please the Supreme Lord. That's why even taking sannyas, not for begging, not for becoming God, but for the sake of preaching, that's okay. Yeah. Yes. So and another thing also in the purport that should not perform animal killing and try to counteract the reaction with Harinam Jagya, because it said in Kali Yuga the prescribe or the Yuga Dharma is Harinam Sankirtan. Then people will say, okay, well, okay. Since Harinam Sankirtan is so powerful, okay, let me do anything and counteract it with chanting of Hare Krishna. We know very well this is a 7th offense in while chanting the holy name. Yeah. So many people in this world are doing so many things in the name of God. Even we have religious war. Religious war. How can a war be religious? How can a war be religious? When I say someone is religious, mean he has some qualities: peaceful, he forgives, he tolerates, he loves everyone, he worships God, he's happy with everyone. Then where this thing come? Religious war, Cold War, warm war, hot war. No, the war means it's not good unless it is, instructed by Krishna, just like Arjuna. Arjuna was such a pious person, such a pure devotee that he didn't even want to kill, even though he was having the right to kill the enemies. Bhagavad Gita is described as a rice field. A rice field. A rice field, they have some weeds. They also look like the rice itself. But if you don't remove them, you don't uproot them during the time of harvesting, it will be difficult. Yeah. So the Pandavas and the Kauravas, they are the good rice, the real rice. The Pandavas, the Kauravas, they were the weeds disturbing the rice field. So it was instructed by Krishna that Arjuna should kill them. That is, yes, you can say religious war, because Krishna is giving the instruction. In the purport, there is mention here that those who are devotees of the Lord never kill an animal for self-interest. Yeah. Those who are devotees of the Lord never kill animals for self-interest. And as the Lord ordered Arjuna, they do not refrain from performing the duty of a Kshatriya. The whole purpose, therefore, is served when everything is done for the will of the Lord. This is possible only for the devotees. Yeah, so sometimes we may find ourselves in some emergency situation that's required to even kill. That was the situation of Arjuna. Many people, when they see devotees, many people have asked me this question. Look, why this your God Krishna is not a good God? Arjuna himself is refusing to kill. Your God is pushing him to kill. But Jesus Christ says we should forgive. Muhammad says we should forgive. But why the Krishna is a killer? He's not a good God. But first, they don't know what happened before the war. They should read Mahabharata. From the beginning. Actually, Bhagavad Gita is just a chapter, in the middle of Mahabharata. If they read from the beginning, they will see how the Dhritarashtra and his son Duryodhana, how they manipulated, how they do all kind of tricks. Shakuni, all of them, those bad things they did. They sent the Pandavas on exile for 12 good years, and again they tricked them. They did another one year, 13 good years. And when they came back, they were asking only a village for all of them. They don't say, no, I cannot even give you a place to put a needle. and how they disgrace what you call Draupadi in public. Yeah. And he said that if you someone who disregard kill a Brahmana or kill a woman, or she need to be killed. Yeah. Yeah. So Krishna is pushing Arjuna, do your duty. You are not a pandit. You are not a sannyasi. Don't run away from your duty. Actually, if you run away by your nature as a kshatriya, we will still need to do that, your service. Yeah. So it may happen that we find ourselves in some emergency situation where we have to maybe kill an animal or kill a human being. Yes, for the sake of Krishna, it's okay. So that's why we have Bhagavad Gita described the 3 types of action: vikarma, karma, and akarma. We all know vikarma is the forbidden action, things that you're not supposed to do, and the karma based on our varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahmanas, they perform yagyas, sometimes they kill animals. Yeah, kill animals for that. But here it's mentioned that the Vaishnava, they are above the Brahmanas. Brahmanas are just, they have position is in the society, the 4 order of the society: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. It's not spiritual. Yes. Need Brahmana to perform religious activities to bring peace and harmony. Yes, that's all. But those who are going to know Krishna, worship him, and connect with him, they are the Vaishnavas. So Brahmanas, they sometimes they perform yajna by killing animals. But if you don't chant the mantra properly, they will have the reaction for that. The Kshatriya also, they kill. The Kshatriya is not the priest. Kshatriya, they are violent. Sometimes they kill. Yeah. The Vaishyas also. Vaishyas, sometimes if animals disturb your farm, you can kill also. Like that. So killing is there everywhere. And Shudras, of course, Shudras, they just obey the 3 first one. The Shudras, they obey the Brahmanas, they obey the Kshatriyas, they obey the Vaishyas. So automatically, whatever the other 3 do, Vaishyas, Shudras also they follow automatically. Yeah. So and also the karma or action based on our varna is bring good or bad reaction. Both. The other one bring only bad reaction, vikarma, forbidden actions. But the action performed as a Brahmana, as a Vaishya, as a Shudra, Kshatriya, it brings sometimes good reaction, sometimes also bad reaction. Both are there. But the only action that does not bring any reaction at all is karma. Is action, performing devotional service for the pleasure of the Lord. Yeah. See. So that is the point that so many things ISKCON took sometimes people criticize ISKCON. Yeah. So much. Why Srila Prabhupada is giving Brahman initiation to women? Why we are allowing Matajis to give class? Why are we allowing Matajis to do worship? So many criticism like that. But Prabhupada has a vision. He is doing all these things for the service of the Lord. Yeah. Even though it is mentioned that it says even a Brahmana, a woman, a Vaishya, they can also become pure devotees, because the process of devotional service is so powerful that it can purify anybody in contact with that. It is called the guru, the spiritual master. They can turn iron into gold. Why? By the process of devotional service. Prabhupada turn hippies into happies, no? Right? They were drug addicts, they were taking LSD, all kind of drugs. But Well, now we see they become pure devotees. Why? By the alchemy, by the process of practicing devotional service. It's called bhajana kriya. We transform ourselves from zero, we become hero, become purified. Yeah, so devotional service is so powerful that we can do it, we can do anything in the name of devotional service. There is no reaction. Yeah. So as the text was mentioning, that we cannot filter a muddy water with mud. It's not possible. And we cannot also purify a wine-stained pot with wine. Yeah. So already our life is those who are not when someone is not devotee, his life from A to Z is all sin. So there's no need to add again some more sin. No need. So we better try to perform some activities that will bring us some positive points. Already when we are born in this Kali Yuga, we are very fortunate. So Prabhupada said we have to make the best use of the bad bargain. Already this body we have is a material body, full of disease, limitation, the mind is so dull, we don't love Krishna in this body, especially in this age. So what to do? Must make the best use of it. The best use is to become a devotee. Because whatever other activity you want to do, you bring reaction. Become a footballer, reaction. You want to become a doctor, okay, fine. You want anything you want to do, it's okay. But the best karma, the best action in this world, in our life, is to practice devotional service. And when you do that, then there's no reaction. There's no reaction at all. And we will please Krishna, and at the time of leaving the body, we don't come back here again. Bhagavad Gita, the 5 subjects of Bhagavad Gita: Ishvara, Krishna himself, Lord; Jivatma, the living entities; Karma, Kala, and Prakriti. 5 subjects from Bhagavad Gita. So karma means action, activities. So which kind of activity we perform in this Prakriti? Prakriti is it's a prison. So we kind of activity we are performing in this Prakriti. Based on which knowledge are we practicing these activities? If you have the guru, a spiritual master that can give us the proper knowledge, then we can free ourselves from this world. Otherwise, any action that we perform will bring reaction. That's why people cannot get promotion to even a planet or even Goloka Vrindavan. Why? Because our action that we perform must bring us back through rebirth or through reincarnation. Yes. So yeah, these people they kill men, and instead of try to find the proper way of asking for forgiveness, they try to do animal sacrifice to increase their karma. Yeah. So that is the message of this verse. Very simple verse. I'll stop here. If I can have some question.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a wonderful lecture. And I think that is the last verse to the beautiful Mother Kunti prayers. So if any devotee has any question, you can raise up your hand and then you ask a question. Maharaj, okay, all right. Dr. George, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Right, it's been a while.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good, Maharaj. We miss you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Maharaj, actually, I have two questions, but that really time will permit me. Uh, First of all, from where Prabhupada is saying that, I would like to read so that I can ask the question from there. Those who are devotees of the Lord never kill animal for self-interest. My question is, when it comes to self-defense, it's because of I want to live. That is why I have to kill somebody. This one, Krishna have not ordered me to do it, even though I'm calling myself a devotee. So is this also not in my own interest? So that's my first question.
Yeah. Self-defense, huh? Someone
Yes,
is
please.
attacking you, and you defend
Yes.
yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
But you defend yourself, but after all, you kill that person by self-defense. But you kill that person not with the instruction of Krishna. That's why you see it is said that when someone is not devotee, anything we do in this world brings bad reaction. Only when we are devotee. That's why in the at the end of the purport it was said the whole purpose therefore is served when everything is done by the will of the Lord. This is possible only for the devotees. Okay. So if you kill someone, those who are not devotees, for them the case is very serious. You defend yourself because someone wants to kill you. Maybe that is your karma, your past life. You did something to that person, and the reaction this lifetime must pay, and you are refusing to pay. Okay, and in the case also you are a devotee. So you are a devotee, right? But the devotee try to defend yourself, no problem, but not to the point of killing. But if you cannot avoid it, well, that is if you have a spiritual master, he can fight for you. See, I had a dream. I like to share that one. We have a god brother. He left the body in Ivory Coast here. Damadas, peace be with him. So when he left the body, I had a dream. The following days, I had a dream. It was like in a big field, and one part of that field, there's some lights and some dead bodies were lying there, and the other part was dark. One person with two guys were there, and they come and pick one body, and they enter that place, that dark place. They don't come back again. They come and pick a body and enter that dark place. Okay. Then, when they came and take the body of the devotee, when they enter that place, then a fourth person appeared. Who was that person? That person was Srila Bhakti Swami Maharaj. So it's like a court case. Bargaining. Yes, you say this person this is wrong. Okay, but what about this one? Say he did this. Okay, but what about this one? Then finally, instead of the body remain in that dark place, they bring back that body to light. But from my understanding of that dream, it was clearly that it was at the court of Yamaraj. So the guru is like a lawyer. So when we have a case and you don't have a lawyer, it's not certain that you can win that case. But if you have a lawyer, the lawyer can fight for you. So when you take initiation, your guru become your lawyer. Not only lawyer in this Africa or Accra or Ivory Coast, or international, what do you call it, universal lawyer. Even he can even fight for you at the court case of Yamaraj. It's what happened. Okay. Yeah. So it's by as you say, by accident or by self-defense against someone. Well, that's the guru has to handle this one. You have a guru, no problem. in front of Yamaraj, some debates will be there. Yes, he did this, but what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? So for that one, I cannot conclude. I cannot conclude because I'm not Yamaraj. I'm not a spiritual master. But try as much as possible to avoid killing someone. Yes. Try to avoid as much as possible.
So, Maharaj, so when it comes to other lower living, yes, but what of if it comes to lower living entities also? Like talk of mosquito, scorpion, and so forth. Not human being per se. What do you say to that also?
Yeah.
Because maybe, I'm avoiding that. I might get malaria. As a result of that, I'll buy insecticide spray and spray mosquitoes for my self-interest to avoid getting malaria. So what is your take on that one also?
Yeah. We need to protect ourselves. Yes. You see, that's why nowadays we call this life, we call it modern life. In the past, what people do in the villages, even in Africa, people they rob the houses with cow dung. And people were living simple life. So we're not attracting things like snakes, cockroaches, mosquitoes. Because if you put cow dung in your house, no mosquito, no cockroaches, no scorpion, no nothing. But now we put all kind of nonsense in our houses that attracts those things, no? And we say now they are disturbing our lives. I must protect myself. I must keep them. But first of all, in the properly Laminita, the father of Srila Prabhupada, Guru Mohande, he has a cloth shop. Before went home, he put some, I think, sweet rice, something in the middle of the shop, so that the rats, when they come, instead of eating the cloths, they will eat that prasad. See. So, well, we must. This is the price. We want to become modernized. We are living artificial life that attracts cockroaches, that attracts mosquitoes, snakes. In the previous times, there's no question. Animals were living in the forest like that. But nowadays, you can be in your room and you see a snake. What happened? Oh. Yeah. So actually, the reason I'm giving you is so much difficult to apply now because there's no other way. They are already there. So much mosquito everywhere, and if you don't put what they call a mosquito square, they will bite you and get malaria, and you cannot become
level.
Okay, so as much as possible, we should make our room very clean. Okay, so that we are to attract less. That's why we should perform very strong devotional service, so that those small mistakes we make, yes, we can get purified. Otherwise, killing animal is not good. You understand?
Okay, Maharaj. Okay. So my next question, let me wait for other devotees to ask their questions. Maybe later I will come and ask the rest. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you, Maharaj. I have one question. It seems to me that the last verse, which is verse 51, before this 52, Maharaj Yudhishthira was still lamenting for all the killings he had performed in the war. But he had this same lamentation, he had this same feeling even before the war started. And then Krishna preached to them that these people are already dead, I've already killed them. So just do it. And based on that, they fought the war. But even after the war, they were still lamenting. So my question is, why would the devotees be, I mean, like, what do you call, Yudhishthira be disturbed after he knew that he did what he had to do because Krishna asked him to do it? And that does not come with any sinful reaction, but he still was having this lamentation. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Yes, that is the quality of devotees, of Vaishnava. The devotees, they always like to forgive and tolerate. You know, pure devotees, they are paraduka duki. Paraduka duki. They don't feel pain, but they feel pain when others are suffering. Yeah, even though it is Krishna who instructed them to kill, but they still have that feeling that yes, they kill some human being. So when they're feeling remorse, that is the nature of a devotee, of a sadhu. Even though you are right to do something to another person, but still you feel pain. You say forgiveness is like you should forgive like a stone, like a rose flower. If you take a stone and crush a rose flower or a very nice flower, still the flower will leave its romance, its fragrance on that stone. the flower will not say, oh, this stone crushed, I won't give my fragrance to him. No. So the pure devotees, the sadhus, they have that quality. Their mercy has no limits. Yeah. Krishna asked them to kill, yes, but they still have that feeling that yes, we have killed somebody. They still have that regrets. They still regrets. But even if they regret, but there's no reaction. The good thing is that there's no reaction because they did that for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. But that is only the tendency, the nature of sadhus. The sadhus, they love people without limits. Yeah. Even though they are right or wrong, they feel pain when others are in trouble. Yeah. That is the level of consciousness of pure devotees. They don't want anybody to suffer. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said we have to, our enemies, those who can love your enemy. How can someone love your enemy? Enemy means he does not want you to progress. He's against your interests. But it's mentioned there in the Bhagavad Gita. This is from chapter 12. Krishna, the type of devotee Krishna wants. It's mentioned there. Cold and heat. You have to rise above. You have to you have to develop equanimity. Equanimity. This is my friend, this is my enemy. You have to become equiposed in every situation. If we are insulted, or if you are glorified, we all remain equiposed. Yeah. So the pure devotees, they always feel pain when others are suffering.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Okay.
Dr. George, do you have your second question?
Yeah, bro. Okay, Maharaj. My second question has to do with translation. It says, as it is not possible to filter muddy water through mud, therefore, animal sacrifice, something like that. I want to base my question on this. That okay, yes. From where I'm coming from, there is a disbelief that animal like cat, whenever there is a death coming in a particular house, based on how you treat that animal, sometimes they take the death of that person. So I would like to know, based on the Vedic knowledge, is there anything like this? Since animal sacrifice is not recommended here, but do they themselves take it upon themselves and take the death of someone, as it is a belief in my tribe or where I'm coming from? Because after the death of the animal, there's something we do, some kind of consultations. Then we do find out that this is what happened. So I would like to know, is this true or is a belief or something like that kind? Hare Krishna.
This is a African superstition, no? African superstition. Well, we have different culture. That what we are saying, I've heard it also. But what is the guarantee? What is the proof that is correct? As we see, the original culture was Vedic culture, but as time goes, that culture, was disappearing slowly. Now we have African culture, we have European culture, this culture, that culture. But the original culture say that we don't kill animals. Now, according to that tradition, well, if there is a possibility for an animal to take the life of give his life to save another person. Well, what I know also is that some Juju people, if somebody is about to die, they can kill like a chicken or a goat, in replacement of that person. That I heard it also. To exchange life. They rather take the life of the animal and to allow the human being to live. That is there also. Yeah. But I cannot confirm 100% that animal by themselves they decide to replace the life with the life of a human being. It may be possible. It may be possible. It may be possible.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know if time will still permit me.
Yeah. You have another question?
Okay.
Yes, please. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my last question, maybe last but not the least, is in Bhagavad Gita. I cannot remember the chapter, but that by virtue of the knowledge by the humble sages, they don't see the difference between a dog eater, dog, or for that matter, outcast. So they see everything unique. Yeah. But we, as a devotee, upcoming devotee, we are struggling on the path of devotional service. We have this kind of discrimination, even among our devotees. We discriminate to the extent that when someone is coming, sometimes we find it difficult to associate with them. Meanwhile, those humble sages, they see everybody unique. So I would like to know what is this? Is it that we are committing an offense, or based on our level is allowed? Hare Krishna.
So this verse that we have to see the Brahmana, the dog, the dog eater, the elephant are the same. That verse is there, but it is based on spiritual platform, because we are all soul in the body. But when it comes to the practical life, we need to be also not, because it said that we have to love all animals, all beings at the same level, that you can go to the forest and play with a tiger or in a river full of crocodiles. No, it's not. You cannot do that. Or play with snakes. The same thing also is in devotional service. We have 3 levels of devotees. We have the canistas, we have the medium adhikaris, and we have Uttama Adhikaris. The Kanistas, they are beginners. No, not necessarily beginners, because they don't have a good, proper character. They don't know the scriptures very much. They only respect Krishna and the altar, and maybe sometimes the guru, and they don't have respect to any other person. Even if they go out to preach, they can be defeated because they don't master the scriptures. Then we have the second level, the Madhyam Adhikaris. They know the scriptures. They have very strong faith. They can defeat arguments. Okay? And what they do, they protect the interest of Krishna and the interest of the devotees. So they discriminate. They know this person is innocent. This person is an offender. This person is a newcomer, but he doesn't know. So I know how to deal with him. But this person, even though he's a newcomer, or if the old person visiting the temple, but his attitude towards Krishna and the devotees is offensive. So the Madhyam Adhikari does not tolerate that. That's why when you come to the level of Uttama Adhikari, the pure devotees, they see everybody as a soul in the body. Yeah, this is the verse. Yeah. The humble sage, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision, a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog. Can you go and discuss Bhagavad Gita with a cow? No, it's an animal. Not possible. But we know the cow also has a soul. You know, the dog eaters, they are very fallen, very degraded. But if you can give them Krishna consciousness, okay. But you don't go and associate with them. When you say sadhu sangha, we always look for someone who can elevate our consciousness, not someone who can bring our mind down. This is the meaning of sadhu sangha, to associate with those who have more spiritual energy than us. Yeah. So the Madhyam Adhikari discriminate. Then I was saying that the Uttama Adhikari, they see everybody as pure devotee. Potentially, we are all pure devotees, but covered with this body to different degrees. So the pure devotees, they see that. So they are very tolerant. They know one day, this person, even though today is a dog eater or is a sinner, tomorrow he can become a pure devotee. They have that strong belief. But it is always good for a pure devotee to be with a madhyam. For instance, when the gurus, they come to visit the temple, that's why we have a temple commander, we have a temple president. They know how to discriminate who is allowed to go and meet the guru, who is not allowed. Because for the guru, everybody are welcome, but some selection must be there. You know, otherwise, a foolish person may enter guru's ashram and take a stone or yeah, we have to discriminate sometimes. So the Madhyam Adhikari, they do discrimination, not based on interest, but for the sake of preaching. They do discrimination.
Okay.
This one is a neophyte, but is innocent. He doesn't know. This one, he knows, but is an offender. Yes. So they know how to do that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Maharaj. If I have one other question. It's coming from the pulpit. If I can put this on the screen.
Yes.
Srila Prabhupada was saying here, by recitation of the hymns of the Vedas in the proper way, certainly the performer gets relief from the reactions of sins. But in case of such sacrifices improperly done under inexpert management, surely one has to become responsible for animal sacrifice. So Maharaj, my question here is, when one recites hymns.
Oh, hearing you. Echo for this traffic.
Bro, there is an echo, Bravo. Bravo.
Echo.
So, Bravo, we can hear you. There is an echo, so we can't hear you at all.
Maybe you can write and tap it.
Huh.
Okay, I think we can hear you now, Bravo.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Oh.
Okay. Well, I think I'll put the verse on the screen again. Let me see here. Where I've highlighted, Srila Prabhupada was saying that by recitation of the hymns of the Vedas in the proper way. So my question is, who is making the recitation of the hymns of the Vedas so potent to a point that even though somebody might be killing an animal, but that person does not incur any sinful reactions? Who is behind the hymns that are being chanted so that the performer does not have any sinful reaction?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. You see, yes, by recitation of the hymn of the Vedas in the proper way, instantly the performer gets relief, reaction of sin. But in the case of such sacrifice improperly done under inexpert management, surely one has to become responsible for animal sacrifice. Yeah, same way you can say by recitation of the hymn of the Vedas in the proper way under expert management. Mean like you have a bona fide spiritual master. Then actually he said that in the one prayer in during the Kartik, when you do Damodara Stakam, they say that by offering a ghee lamp to Krishna in a full moon, even though you make some mistake, any mistake you made, if you chant the mantra improperly, because you chant that in the best period, a good period, you still get the result. But we said expert management, mean you are a bona fide spiritual master. That's why everything we do it on the behalf of the Guru. At this level, our devotion service is not really pleasing Krishna, but we are doing that for the Guru. Actually, worship of when you read the Guru Aftakam, the worship of Radha Krishna is the business of the pure devotees of the Guru. We only assist, we assist the pure devotee when they are worshiping the Lord. Yeah. So if the hymn are recited properly, then we can get relief from that reaction. So for instance, in ISKCON, although we are Vaishnavas, but we also have Brahmanical qualification. Yeah. And in Mayapur and Vrindavan, in some temples, Brahmanas, they chant those mantras on the behalf of the spiritual master. That's okay. Not only they are Vaishnavas, then they are performing these Brahmanical activities, but under the guidance of a pure devotee, a bona fide spiritual master. So for that, there is no reaction. But when there is no expert management, no proper guide, then your mantra, your hymn you are chanting wrongly, you get reaction for that. Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj. Okay, Dr. George, you have another question? You can unmute.
Okay, bro. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. It looks like the platform is for you and I. Okay. There is an echo again. Arusha Prabhu? Sorry, Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yes.
The echo keeps on coming and okay. Maharaj, please, in your lecture, you made mention that 4 things are forbidden, and I would like to base my question on taking sannyas. On this very platform, one senior devotee mentioned that it's not the sannyas for preaching's sake is what is forbidden, but rather there is another form of sannyas, which
yes.
Basically you will not do anything. You will go to the forest, sit down, even food. You have to sit in meditation wherever there is a leaf blown by air to you, wind to you, then that is the only food for you. So I would like to know your take on this.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the beginning of the class that
yeah,
even though taking sannyas in Kali Yuga is forbidden, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself
yes.
took sannyas. So is this a contradiction? No, it's not a contradiction. The reason is that when one takes sannyas for and dedicates his life for the service of the Lord of Krishna, that's okay. But we have some types of sannyasis, Mayavadi sannyasis. You know, when they take sannyas, they think themselves Brahman or Narayan. They say, yes, I'm become one with Narayan. I'm a Brahman, and they become professional beggars. If you have been to India, you see, all of them, they have danda, they have some plates. They wear red color. They're all sciences. From morning to evening, their business is to move from one place to place to beg food. But when you become science, it's not to become lazy, to rely on people to feed you, at least feeding yourself. You cannot do that. No. And also, as you said, those who go to the forest and wait for a leaf to fall, these are yogis. We have 2 types of transcendentalists, Gosyanandis and Brahmanandis. Brahmanandis, they don't preach. They are only satisfied by doing bhajan in their temple. They're salvationists. They want to finish their business in this world and go alone to higher planets. This is Brahmavadis. And we have Gosyanandis. Gosyanandis means those who think that people are suffering, even though they are trying to purify themselves, but still they find time to go also and aid people. That's what ISKCON is doing. ISKCON, we do Food for Life, we do Harinam, we do book distribution, because we think that others are suffering. They also need that knowledge. Yeah. So those who take only and they become professional beggars. They don't do anything else than to beg. No, it's not required. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas to teach the proper way how to become sannyas. Yeah. That's why Krishna told Arjuna, you as a kshatriya must perform your duty. Don't become a tyagi. So in the Gita, it said that the tyagi, they are those who renounce the action. They say no, action brings reaction. So I won't perform any action. But the sannyasi, is one who performs the action but renounces the fruits of the action. So action must be performed, but don't try to enjoy the fruits. But the Mayavadis, the Tyagis, they renounce the action altogether. They say action brings contamination. So I won't act. They go to the forest, they go to the cave, because they don't want the senses to get trapped by material energy. But Krishna consciousness is so powerful. By chanting Maha Mantra, by eating, taking prasad, by associating with sadhus, by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, our senses become so purified that we use the senses to serve Krishna. We're not struggling to control our senses because we use them. Krishna is called Rishikesha, the master of senses. So if you use our senses to please Krishna, to serve Krishna, automatically they will become controlled. It is said, Ata Sri Krishna Mari, one verse on Nectar Devotion, that the form, the pastime, the holy name of Krishna is entourage. Everything about Krishna will never manifest when our senses and mind are contaminated. But when you use the same senses, the same contaminated senses, and they become purified, then the holy name will be revealed, the pastime of Krishna will be revealed, the entourage of Krishna will be revealed. Everything about Krishna will naturally be revealed. Yeah. So don't let's just become a beggar. Already, you have so much beggars. Already.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Maharaj, concerning Lord Chaitanya's sannyas, I have a question on this verse. If I may put it on the screen. Sorry. Let's see here. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, chapter 4, verse 189.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "For this contradiction, I see only one solution. The joy of the gopis lies in the joy of their beloved Krishna." I mean, we understand that the inner reason why Lord Chaitanya appeared was to taste the love of Srimati Radharani, and that whoever worships Krishna through Radharani, I mean, the purport is here. It's a very short purport, but Srila Prabhupada is saying here that the situation of the gopis is perplexing. For although they did not want personal happiness, it was imposed upon them. The solution to this perplexity is that Sri Krishna's sense of happiness is limited by the happiness of the gopis. Devotees at Vrindavan therefore try to serve the gopis, namely Radharani and her associates. If one gains the favor of the gopis, he easily gains the favor of Krishna, because on the recommendation of the gopis, Krishna at once accepts the service of a devotee. Here, this particular spot, Lord Chaitanya therefore wanted to please the gopis instead of Krishna, but his contemporaries misunderstood him, and for this reason, Lord Chaitanya renounced the order of householder life and became a sannyasi. So my question here is, which means that originally, Lord Chaitanya wanted to serve Krishna as a householder, but because he was misunderstood by the society, then he took sannyas, because during that time and even till today, a sannyas is a very unique position that people always revere and respect. So my question here is, since sannyas is a very high level, and Lord Chaitanya, who is the exemplary, why initially he didn't want to take sannyas, he just wanted to remain a grihasta? Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes, because he came for preaching, and he came to preach in a condition where people have a certain type of mentality. I was reading one book that taking sannyas, sometimes people give you respect. Wherever you say, wherever you go, people give you that respect, So as the Grihastha, Chaitanya Prabhu was preaching, but there was not much, impact. So he decided that, okay, let me take some. Even took sannyas from Keshav Bharat, who was kind of Mayavadi. Yeah. So for the sake of preaching, again, this is the same point, no? For the sake of preaching, to have access to many people. Yes. That's why he decided to enter the order of renunciation. Take the order of sannyasa. Because if you remain a grihastha and preach, the other grihasthas or the other people will say, we are all the same. No? You are asking us to renounce. What about you? You didn't renounce your own wife, no? You say you asking us to have a relationship with our wife once in a month. But who knows what you do in your own house there? Nobody knows, no?
Yeah.
Yes. So when he takes, even the Prabhupada also, like Prabhupada did not take sannyas, people say, look, you have so many kids. You enjoy your life. You are old man now. We want to enjoy our life now. You are telling us to renounce. No, it's not possible. Must set example. Acharya. They must set the example. You see?
Well, thank you so much, Maharaj. Maybe this might be my last contribution. When I read that purport, I was also thinking to myself, I'm just sharing this with you, and you tell me if my speculation is proper. But I was thinking that when it comes to preaching, sometimes as devotees, we'll have to adjust based on time, place, circumstance, situation that will be favorable for our preaching. For example, in Africa, in West Africa in particular, if we go out as religious people and we do not say anything about any of the known scriptures to most of these people, then they will not listen to us. So, especially in West Africa, lots of devotees know the Bible, and because of that, when they preach to these Christians, they listen because they think that, oh, they are part of us. So that is what came to my mind, that sometimes as devotees, we cannot be so rigid to a point that we cannot conform to what is going on in our local area just for the sake of preaching.
Yes.
If that is
exactly.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Yes, you're correct. That's why our Gurudev used to dress the way he was dressing, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to adapt yourself according to situation. Not because you want to change faith or you don't have faith in Krishna anymore, but simply because you want to, be together with those people you're going to preach to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the beginning, if you just tell them for the principle, must have shika, must have silak, and people, you cannot catch them.
Yeah.
You just use some diplomacy, and gradually, you can catch them.
Yeah.
The point is to catch them, but don't show them the stick first. Put your stick at the back and give them some sweets, and gradually, before they know, they are in your bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj. If you still have time, it seems Dr. George has one more question. Maybe after this, we'll ask Srivastava Prabhu to say something. George, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Once again, Maharaj, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Maharaj, I would like to know, say if you happen to be in this material world, that means you are criminal. That is what I know. So when we talk of a woman, or for that matter, children being innocent, and I know that they say even a baby is not innocent. But in times of war, when you say women, children, old men, Brahmanes have to be spared, I would like to know what is the kind of the innocency that we are talking about, that the women are innocent? Because I know of some women, they even push the men to do certain things that they are not supposed to do. So when you talk in terms of war, when you say the women are innocent, for that matter, they are not supposed to be killed, I would like you to expatiate a little bit on this for me to understand.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, actually, when you say those scriptures, we start reading them from previous ages, the all time. When you say women, they really have these qualities. Yeah, innocence is because the woman, they always worship the husband. The husband is the god. Okay, but nowadays, if you want to compare those time and now, you cannot understand. See? Because nowadays, women they also do whatever the men are doing. You can see some men, some women drinking beer, some men doing all kind of abomination. Understand? But in the previous ages, women were very, gentle, very submissive to the husband. No question. So that's why the Shastras says they need to be protected. Yeah.
So there is an echo, so I can't hear. You can check it.
Yeah, the echo is too much.
Okay. I think it's gone now. Yeah, Maharaj, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, okay. Okay. Do you hear?
Yeah, Maharaj, I can hear you now. Loud and clear. Hare Krishna.
Yes, you mentioned that you want to understand what kind of innocence from children and
Yes.
yes. That's what I'm saying. It is difficult to understand these things in this age now, because you can clearly see that this person who was supposed to be called innocent are not really innocent because of this of Kali. Too much sinful activities are going on. Even sometimes you can see, some Arabic countries, some even women, they become terrorists. Those who put bomb in a plane or in a train in a public place. Sometimes also women they do that. But it's very difficult to say that woman is innocent in this age. But when these verses are written, talk about original women who are very simple, who are following the Shastras. Yes. Yeah. They were very holy women. Yeah. And children also, children born in a sinful family already, you cannot say the baby is innocent because he took birth in that family based on his past karma. You take birth in the family, your father, your mother, they all eat us. They kill cow, they eat, they do all kind of things. Then what is your innocence? How can you say you are innocent? Because you came to that family based on your past activities. Yeah. So in this is our life now. We say someone is innocent when he didn't see that person doing something wrong. Understand? So karma is very complex.
Okay.
Somebody just sitting there, and some police are pursuing an armed robber, and they shoot a gun and that person just sitting there reading his book or maybe drinking his something, he gets a bullet by accident. But is it really an accident? The karma is there. Yeah. So we cannot say that people are innocent just because we did not see them performing bad actions. Sometimes we say there's some theme of conference, we say, why do bad things happen to good people?
Yeah.
Why bad things happen to good people? If those bad things happen to the so-called good people, are they really good? And also, if those good things happen to bad people, good things happen to a bad person, is that person really bad? Or if bad thing happen to good people, that thing, based on our understanding, is that thing really bad? Because he's a good person, when bad thing is happened to him, and we are judging based on our own understanding that, oh, this person is good, but why is this thing bad is happening to him? We cannot really judge based on external judgment like that. Karma is very complex.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. It's great, Srivas Vanachari Prabhu. If you have anything to say, you can unmute. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Gurudev and all glories to Prabhupada. Thank you very much for the beautiful class.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I'm very happy to see you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Happy to see you too.
Thank you. Thank you. So what is your comment?
So when are we seeing you in Ghana again? No correction. When are we seeing you in Ghana?
I don't know. I don't know. I went there. I'm rather expecting you here. I already gone there.
Yeah. Okay, we shall try.
Yes, you try. Yeah.
We shall try.
You try.
Thank you very much.
Travel during the COVID.
Hare Krishna.
No problem.
Yeah, the COVID is keeping everybody in the hole.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So
Krishna.
I think we're going to ask all the devotees to unmute themselves, and then we chant big Hare Krishna to Maharaj for his wonderful class. Jai. Hare Krishna. Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Yeah, His Holiness Bhakti Carudesna Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,